So a quick set of examples for service requests with parallel and serial tasks, maybe or maybe not, depending on what needs to be done. So we're at the self-service page. I have a service request I've called HR, and when it first pops up for the end user, they have a choice of, do we need parallel tasks? If you want task 1, you say yes. I don't want task 2, and then serial HR tasks, yes or no. And let's just say I say no for the moment, and I hit submit. And then I go to the console to look at it from the staff side. I see that I have one new service request. It has some stuff in it. When I go look at the details, it has one parallel task, and that's it. So now if I go back to the self-service page, and I go here and I do the same thing again, but this time I say maybe I want that parallel task just so it's the same as last, and I go, yes, I do want that. And I go submit. When I hit submit, the input field for this serial task maps to the service request template to set the incident template name, which applies an incident template dynamically, and that incident template happens to have a series of sequentially linked tasks associated to it. So let's go look and see what that looks like now. So there's my new one. And when I go look at the record details, I see that I've got my serial task and my parallel task created. And if I go edit the serial task, and I close it, I should, if I did it right, get a new serial task. Hey, I did, look at that. And if I close that one, I should get my third. And so that's one way of doing it. I could have made it simpler by not having the second lookup field and just putting the incident task that's used in the request definition to already have the serial lookup. So this is my HR request template, which uses an incident template. In this case, the incident template is this HR incident. Take a look at that, and we can see that this doesn't have any task linked to it. Could. Instead, what I did on the service request in the input field, the drop-down, when that is true, it has a hidden value behind it that gets mapped, and it maps it to the request definition incident template name, and it maps this incident serial template that I created, which does have serialized tasks associated to it. And so instead of the default template being used, this template gets used. Is it complicated? It can be, yes. And there's a lot of possibilities to consider when we create something like this. There are other ways to do it too, which I wouldn't suggest. Workflows, triggers, approval processes, field updates. Those could be used. They make things even more complicated and difficult to understand the whole flow and the big picture, but they're possibilities. Ideally, we try to keep it as simple as possible. And the simplest way is to have this incident template that's used in this service request to have the tasks linked in an order. However, that does bind you that every time that service request is selected in self-service, they will get those set of serial tasks. And if that's going to be dynamic, you have two choices. Either make multiple service requests that they pick at the entry page, or to go more complicated with the dynamic lookups and the field mappings.